All right, hey everybody, welcome back. Episode number 8, still going strong, as always. And we have Jared here with us today. Roger's taking a bit of a break. Don't worry, for all the fans of the lore, Roger will be back to provide the lore once Final Fantasy is ready to come out, and he's taking a class on Final Fantasy lore for all 16, 17 of them. So when he's back, I expect him to fully brief us on every single Final Fantasy story ever made.
I feel like that would take longer than a month.
Yeah. You probably need to go to school for like an entire degree to do that. But anyway, yeah. So today we're gonna keep these episodes super concise now. 3 topics probably max, give or take, unless they're really short. But a lot of new stuff happening in Magic the Gathering, so I want to talk about that. And Jared, you said you have a hot take on Edge of Eternity. Let's go for it.
I had a thought in the car the other day. Just me thinking about nerdy sci-fi stuff. Well, it's not even sci-fi. It's just like there's a concept called spaghettification, which is what happens if you go into a black hole, which is where if you went, say if you fell feet first into a black hole, the gravity pull is so strong in a black hole that your feet are getting pulled harder than your head is because of how strong the field is. So what ends up happening is little by little, when you fall into a black hole, you get stretched and your feet become longer and your head, your body gets torn apart little by little in that process until you become tiny atoms, but your entire body gets ripped apart. That's called spaghettification. I think that's going to be a removal spell in Edge of Eternity, and I'm calling it either. No, it's not. And I was like, why hasn't that actually been printed as a card yet? Because that's a great removal idea. It's like a creature getting ripped apart.
So what black?
So I say blue, either mono blue or black blue.
Okay.
It could be black. I guess it could be any of them. Black, mono blue, or black blue, depending on what it does. But it's gonna either be an exile effect or maybe like a tuck effect. Mixing them back into the deck or something like that. That's my hot take. I think that is it gonna be an important or good
Probably not.
Spell? I don't know.
Probably not.
I think it's gonna be like a 4 to cast 1 decent and limited, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be flavorful, and so I'm calling it removal spell and Edge of Eternity. It's going to be called spaghettification.
Okay. I think when we try to speculate on these new sets, especially these hat sets, like Edge of Eternities is, I think it's really going to come down to what mechanics is it going to have, right? Because if you look back, okay, and we look back at Aether Drift, they had the start your engines mechanic, the exhaust mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Like the flavor is there.
Yeah.
And when you do the draft limited environment, it's okay. It's not bad. It's it's fun, but they're not powerful, and they're basically unplayable outside of the limited environment for Aether Drift, at least, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there are cards.
I think,
like there's one card with Start Your Engine. I think it's Momentum Breaker. It's the 2 mana, 1 and a black enchantment that makes the opponent sack a creature or something. And if they cannot sack a creature, they have to like discard a card or something. And then it has Start Your Engines, and then you can sack the enchantment and you gain life equal to your speed, right? But that's just like a bonus. Like people are mostly playing it for the sack portion.
Yeah. And there's a couple of enchantment synergy decks that are dealing with some of like the Duskmourn enchantment synergy, or even going back to like the Wilds of Eldraine one. There's some good. If you have an enchantment permanent, you could sack it. So if you're already playing cards that kind of have an ETB effect on an enchantment, then it's just kind of gravy that you could also sack it for something else if you wanted to, right?
Yeah. So if you look at what I'm realizing is you got to look at the mechanics, right? So if you look at the other, like, let's look at another set that didn't do particularly well, and it's Murders at Karlov Manor. And what's the mechanic in that set, right? It's morph or whatever they're calling it, manifest and
disguise.
Yeah, disguise, right? Which is like, so nobody ever plays that outside of that limited environment. and that
Yeah,
set didn't, aside from essentially just the surveil lands, which are incredible. Aside from that, that's like, it's a terrible set or whatever, and the flavor, and
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
hat
Oh, and then
set,
collect evidence is in that one
which is
too. But
also, I
even
mean, some cards,
that one's there's some okay ones,
yeah.
but it's like I don't think any of the effects were powerful enough to really see a ton of play.
Yeah.
I play one of them. I played the
And
Spider
you're
Queen
looking
draw
at it from a commander perspective.
commander
I'm looking
perspective
at
for
it
sure,
from
for
like
sure.
standard
Yeah, for
competitive
sure.
lens, which is good that we have different perspectives. But if you look at a set
Exactly.
that has done well, Eldraine has done pretty well, and the
Mhm.
the adventure mechanic is good. Um,
Yeah.
and then we have in Tarkir Dragonstorm we have the Omen mechanic, which is kind of similar, which is
Yeah.
fine. What else do we have in Tarkir? What other
That's
mechanic?
I mean, I
Behold
was
the
gonna just
dragon.
say,
That's kind of useless.
yeah, in Tarkir. Let's see the
Oh, renew.
mobility. Oh, I was gonna say renew,
Mobilize.
but
Mobilize is good.
mobilize. There we
Yeah,
go. Yeah,
mobilize is good. See, like those are pretty good new mechanics. And
yeah,
one
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is that we have been spoiled in Final Fantasy is landfall. Landfall is always good. Like people
Yeah,
love
always
landfall,
good.
and that has like
It's very
commander
powerful.
appeal. Yeah,
Yeah,
right for the chocobos. Uh, we have those
but
summons,
but yeah, those are okay. I think they're super
but we haven't seen it
flavorful
yet.
and they're cool.
We've only seen
I mean,
one,
yeah, we
right?
don't know. Yeah, that one is definitely good and limited. Can maybe from one on one, it could have some interesting ramifications if it goes in a good deck, but it's not that powerful. The Shiva is the one
Yeah,
that's been yeah.
we'll have to
But
see what the mechanics are.
me looking at that one from a commander perspective, even and I have a Saga deck. She wouldn't slip in. She wouldn't be able to
Oh
go on
yeah,
my
no,
deck.
no,
Yeah.
no. But there's gonna be probably at least one other summon saga or whatever they're
There's
calling it. It's gonna be really good.
for sure.
Yeah, so we gotta look at that. And yeah, so Edge of Eternity's hat set, like what mechanics? Are they gonna revisit older popular mechanics? I don't know, like
Don't they
kicker.
always have? Don't they
Kicker
always?
kind of sucks.
Don't they typically have always like at least one revisit one or
Probably,
not
yeah,
necessarily? Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, even in Tarkir, we have renew, mobilize, uh,
Harmonize, dude.
behold,
Harmonize is good.
harmonize is really, and that's technically flashback.
Yes,
It's
but
a
better.
improved. It's an improved
Yeah,
flashback. But with arguably the cost of harmonize is always a little bit higher than the flashback would
yeah,
have
but
been,
it's
but it's
always
because you
gonna
could
be
tap it
cheaper.
be cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what
So
card's really good and it's seeing playing competitive in Tarkir? It's a Glacial Dragon Hunt. Right here, I
what's
have it
that
right
one
here
do?
in my camera. Actually, you can't see my camera. Okay, but it's a one blue, one red sorcery. Draw a card. You can discard a
Yes.
non-land, do 3 damage,
Okay.
and then it has Harmonize for 6.
That's a good card. I play it in a brawl deck right now. That one's really
Very
good.
good,
I like that
very good
card.
card. Yep.
And gosh, there's talk about Songcrafter Mage. I think is what it's called. The one that he's basically Snapcaster. I can't.
Oh yeah, but it's like 3 colors.
But he's three color. That's what's so much harder about
Yeah.
him. But technically, he's three. The thing that's better, he's got flash just like Snapcaster. He has the same ability as Snapcaster, except he gives them harmonize. And when he comes in, you could tap him to help cast
Oh,
the
he
cards.
gives
So
the
he
cards
actually,
Harmonize. I didn't realize that. Okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
So the cool effect is that he comes in, he's 3 to cast instead of 2 like Snapcaster, but you can tap him to cast the
Right.
card, which makes it 3 less to cast automatically. So you get to cast it back for its normal casting cost.
Right, I see.
So he's interesting. I don't know. I don't know if he's getting all that much play at the
Because
moment.
he's
The
teamer.
three colors.
It's because he's teamer. People are only playing Jeskai right now. If there's a 3-color deck. There's a new deck. It's a mono black demons deck.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they using that the room?
Yes. The room that makes the demon that lets them draw.
Yeah.
But real quick, I'm pulling it up. Mono black demons is the new hotness. Deep Cavern Bat. I mean, it's mostly the same crap. Here's one, the
Speed Demon.
Carsey Revenant.
That's a great card. I really like that card a
Yeah,
lot.
so it's running that. Speed Demon. It's a good card.
Yeah,
5 mana, 5/5 flying
that's
trample. Oh, start your
there's
engines.
there's your start your engines,
There you
and you
go.
know what? But look at that though. Wait, you get to draw cards and lose like automatically on that card. He comes in and you're at least getting to draw one card off of the start your engines, and that's already a really good. That's awesome already. And then getting any extra start your engine on top of that is again just gravy. There's the other one.
Right, but this one's been played for a while now. Momentum Breaker. It's
Yeah,
only a
yeah.
one of, but right here,
And then-
Unholy Annex, Ritual Chamber.
And the only reason th're probably running that is
They
because
run
they're running
this.
Speed Demon. There's some synergy. Oh yeah, there's right there. All of these, a little bit of synergy because it makes it so that your Speed Demon will draw you 2 cards maybe on it when it comes in instead of just 1.
Yeah, interesting. It's rising up in the tournament in standard mono black demons. Any cards a spec on, it probably would just be, I mean, Speed Demon, I guess, but it's a 2 of.
I think Tursa is climbing a little bit now. Tursa like
Tursa, maybe. I don't really know. I haven't really been paying too much attention. You know, people are all the prices interesting. Like all the prices of all the cards have dropped. Even Shieldra, which used to be like $90, $100, it's down to like $70 now. So I'm not really sure what's going on with the singles market, but I would not be speculating on cards. It's a losing proposition. All right, let's move on from this tangent that we've gone on. All right, 2 topics we want to talk about.
Sure.
Is Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, it was announced in Hasbro's recent earnings call that Final Fantasy pre-sale is already the best selling Magic the Gathering set of all time. And
Wow.
we are still over a month away from release, and that's just in pre-sale. So let's take a look at the collector boxes. Since that announcement, collector box prices jumped up about $100 per box, currently sitting at $692 a box. It was around $590 at the time before the announcement. If you haven't pre-ordered any of these, you're going to be paying at least $700. And this is pre-tax, so don't forget, you're probably going to be paying 10% tax on top of this. You're looking at $770 for a box, collector box. And we don't even know what's going to be in it. That's
no kidding.
And then you know what's going to happen is they're going to do what they did with Tarkir. They're going to do that announcement. They're going to show off all the shiny stuff. It's going to skyrocket. I think probably by around release, it's going to be like $800 a box. But it'll go back down probably a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit for a short amount of time.
And then it'll go
and
back
it
up.
will go back up. Yeah, this is definitely going over $1,000.
Yeah. Or you could just buy a premium one day at Magic on Vegas.
Or you could do what we do, right? Buy the premium single day ticket. You get 2 packs. We bought 3 of them. So we're going to that's half a collector box. And by the time...
I mean, dude. But if this price keeps going up, it might be more valuable for somebody to buy a plane ticket and buy the one day to get 2 packs.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not. Are you gonna crack your packs? I'm not cracking my packs because those packs are gonna be like $100 each.
That's I normally would have just said a hard no, but yeah, I mean,
a hard no as in no.
I was gonna crack it, but now I'll consider it. I mean, to sell it again, to sell it right away. Is that what you're?
No, I'm holding this. These boxes gonna, give it 2 to 3 years. The box is gonna be $1,400 plus.
I feel like it would be kind of hard to sell an individual pack because there'd be too much like people would be too scared of tampering on an individual.
You don't
pack.
know, dude. People buy it. I've sold individual packs because sometimes people don't want to spend $700,000. They just want one, and then they'll pay $100 instead. I wouldn't because this is what people do is they'll have a box, open one at a time, hit the big chase card, right? So let's say you hit a serialized card. No, not a serialized card, but like you hit a, for example, in Tarkir Dragonstorm, the Halo foil or whatever. Well, there's probably only 1 or 2 Halo foils per box. So they'll hit one, like one I'm showing right now. I got a crappy one. It's Death Begets Life. Japanese, pissed me off. But because the Japanese cards are worth like half as much as the regular ones, but they hit that. well, it's very, very unlikely the rest of the box is going to have another one or whatever. And so they'll stop opening packs, sell the rest of that box, and perhaps open the next box.
Interesting.
That's why I never buy single packs.
Yeah,
it's a different story if you buy what they call them the Omega packs. Those are like the collector packs that come in like that big ass cardboard box, that huge wasteful box.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't see my screen.
Yes,
but I have.
I know. Gotcha. That's the kind that they probably sell it like a Target, if you buy one, right?
Yep. It's like you're paying like $50 for literally this box, and it contains one booster pack. So these they don't follow, that whole theory of one chase per collector box, or one or two chase per collector box, something. So they're kind of randomized.
Gotcha.
Okay, so so are you buying? I think you mentioned a while ago, we were talking maybe like 2 months ago. I was trying to tell you and others, like, hey, this set is gonna be wild, and I was like, if I would try to get any decent price pre-order you can, if you want to buy it, because you're not going to get a good price, and it's going to be really hard to find. At that time, I believe, because I also sent a text, Jared, if you remember, I was saying, hey, they're going for about.
I checked every single one of them.
Yeah, I think it was like, I was like, hey, they're going for about like 575 or something like that at that time. And obviously you did not buy it or anything like that, and neither did I. I haven't bought any. I've only
you haven't bought a single collector's booster box?
No, I have not. I highly regret it, but only thing I've bought is a gift bundle, which comes with one pack for MSRP.
See, and that's what I was gonna buy, and every time I dragged my feet for 10 minutes and they were gone.
Yes. So anything with a Final Fantasy collector pack is gonna be sold out in seconds, probably. Okay, because and I'm taking this from Pokemon, right? So this set is not your typical Magic the Gathering set. Okay, you have Pokemon level demand. Pokemon scalpers are coming from all over the world, and they're scalping this. So there are bots. They literally have bots, millions of bots probably, just scouring the internet and like buying all this shit up. You're not going to be able to get it, or you got to try really hard. So I was able to secure one gift bundle, which has one collector pack at MSRP of like $90, and there's tax. So it was like $100. I think it comes with like 6 booster packs, regular booster packs, some dice, and one collector pack. And I mean, the way this is going, one collector pack is probably going to hit $100 within the next 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's all I bought. Are you buying it? Are you still gonna buy it?
I know. I've stopped looking because I got a guaranteed 4 from MagicCon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I stopped paying attention, because it's gonna be so hard and time consuming to even try to get. And I'm happy I got some. And if I'm gonna open them, I'm gonna open them. If I'm gonna keep them, I'm gonna keep them. But I got some.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. Brian and we entered that event, and that event is a Final Fantasy collector booster box event. Yes, and it was $500 for the event. So we only paid $500 and we're gonna split a box. And these boxes are going for 7 already.
Yep.
So it's just
that's
just
awesome.
wild. Yeah. Brian's saying like, hey, let's not open this box. Let's just check into the event, forfeit. Like, get the box and just forfeit and just leave and don't even open it. I'm highly considering that. Like by the time in June when we're at MagicCon, if this box is like $1,000, I don't think I'm gonna open it. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should I open it? Should we play the event or not? Should we, like, are we doing this for fun? Is Final Fantasy fun? Or are we, but one last thing before we move on to the next topic is, don't forget, they are going to release the special edition, holiday edition collector box later this year, just like they did for Lord of the Rings. And perhaps it is possible that just like Lord of the Rings, that set is going to explode in value, because that one's worth even more than the regular collector box. So yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna go the same route, scalp like crazy,
Yep.
but there could be a small chance where you might be able to get it for like 600, which sounds wild, but in 2 years down the line, you're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe I got this for only 600. Are you gonna
Yeah,
get
it's
one of
crazy.
those if you get the chance to buy one for 600?
Me?
Yeah.
Wait. So this is the little holiday boxes that would come
It's a collector
it's like
box.
extra Final Fantasy cards, like an extra mini set kind of thing, right?
No, no.
Like Lord of the
So
Rings
it's the
did.
exact same set of cards, but they will give them
Um,
different like special treatments, right? So in the Lord of the Rings holiday collector box, the cards were all the same, but only in those boxes you could get them in. I think they call them like scroll treatment or something. I don't.
okay, gotcha.
And in that one was the only one where you could get the movie, no, the poster treatments for like the One Ring and stuff like. Here, let me pull it up. But yeah, keep
Gotcha.
going.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and even like I have this. I bought one of these, but I think this is a different product. This is where you got a bunch of these, and it
Yeah,
came
they have
with
that for
this,
Spider Man. I don't know
and
about. See this. See if you
and
can
these
see my screen, Jared.
and these were holiday bundles or something, and a lot of these are worth decent amount because they have really good singles in it. That was the only place to get them. Oh, okay, that's
This
the
is
scroll
this is the
treatment. Okay.
showcase scrolls. So I think they're gonna do something like this. This cards were $12, not much, but then they have the One Ring, and they have like a special version here. This borderless
Oh,
poster,
okay,
and this one
gotcha.
is not serialized, but it's going for $465,
Wow,
and you can only
gotcha,
get this version in the holiday edition. So I suspect something like this to be for Final Fantasy this holiday.
gotcha. I see. No, I'm probably not gonna buy
This looks pretty cool
that.
though.
It does look cool. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the kind of the band poster vibe where they've done
Yeah,
the
people
band
like that, I guess.
poster.
Huh? I'm
Yeah,
not a big
yeah,
fan of
yeah.
it, but I think I just like the
I,
art and the colors.
hmm I've liked some of them, but I regret not buying the first one that came out.
You
It
you
had some good
can't
removal
read this.
spells. That's the issue. So if it's a lot of if it's a really complicated card, I don't like it. And so the first one was a bunch of really basic and efficient removal spells, and that was cool. They're like one line of text. You could read it, and they're kind of fun. And a lot of people just know the card. And look at that! Wow,
Yeah,
seventeen
sitting
hundred
at
bucks,
$1,700
right?
right now. Like it just keeps going. Look, and there's sales. Look at this. 430, right? That was yesterday. Someone paid 1680 for
hmm
one. A couple days before that,
Wow.
1679. Like it's going up. See, and a month ago, end of March, someone paid 1800 for one.
Wow.
So there are
Crazy.
sales. These are like this is a pretty high volume for something this expensive. Like look at this.
hmm
In April there was probably like 10 sold or whatever.
Yeah.
And in March there was probably like 20, 30 sold. Um,
Wow.
this is yeah, there's 26 on the market right now. In the last month there was 13 sold. Yeah. It's very and
Yeah.
they're going for $1,700 each.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Wild, right?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I probably wouldn't end up buying it. I feel like I want to see more of the cards too. If I end up
But
really
by the
loving the
time you
set
see
for
the
whatever
way it
reason,
works, by the time you see the
I
card,
know,
it's too late.
well,
It's too expensive.
no, but like if it's if it's mostly a reprint set, then I'll at least know most of the cards that are going to be in the holiday one, right? uh,
True. True.
yeah, yeah. Even but in the holiday one, they're all don't. I think in that holiday one, the cards that I got in that special box, I think they featured all of those cards in it too, didn't they? I think
Yeah, maybe.
they had like special treatments of like Essence Warden and something like that, like
This
some
is
funny reprints that they gave at
this
a
is
Lord of the
probably what you
Rings
got,
theme.
right?
One of
The
those, yeah. There was like
scene
four.
box.
There's four of those, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And I got
even
the
those. Look at this. Look at the price graph on this. Even the scene box is
yeah.
it's up 50%.
Almost all of them had one good chase card. This is the elf one. This one had a really good blue board. Like it like bounced everything except your stuff. It was akin to a cyclonic rift. Uh, and it also had a card that like phased out all. It was like a light Teferi's protection. Oh yeah,
There it
that's
is.
not the card. This is the secret lair.
Yes, and it
Oh
is this
yeah.
the art from the show from the movie or
This
something?
is from the first cartoon movie
Yes.
that a lot of people have like.
And
Some people like that more than the other
the
one.
cards are absolute garbage.
Yes, yes, definitely.
But it's up, it's up 70% in the last year. It is sitting at about $70. Have you
It's
seen
because
Tragic
people
Romance?
really like Lord of the Rings. Yes, I have seen like Tragic Romance. Yeah, is that
Have you
one
seen the
going up?
price?
No, I haven't.
Let's see. Right here, it's this is the foil one. It's sitting at like 130.
Wow, that's over double what it was like. What you buy it for, right?
40. No, it's already
Wow, just
over
three times,
triple. Over triple.
Wow,
Yeah.
everybody just likes that art.
I mean, look, it's actually at 150 because the cheapest
Yeah,
was
the
134
shipping.
plus $15 shipping. The one right after that is 151. So it's already
Yeah,
it's coming up on 4x soon. But
wow.
the SpongeBob ones are not doing well. I think they overprinted the SpongeBob ones. I don't think they overprinted this one because I don't think maybe they didn't accurately figure out what the demand
Anticipate.
is. Yeah, anticipate the demand.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of Secret
Interesting.
Lair, let's move on to our biggest topic, our next topic. Everyone's pencil super drop or whatever the heck. Oh, wait, no, wait. Before we get to that, I want to talk about this. Did you see this? Did you see this one?
What? Let me see this one.
Let me
Yes,
zoom
I
in for
have
you.
seen it. I have seen. I
The
have seen this one.
witches,
Yes.
whatever. $60.
Those. They're wow. I didn't see that. I didn't see that
$60
aspect
for the
of it.
foil. Normally foils are $40 if they're
Mhm.
not like Marvel or whatever.
And it's 4 cards and not 5 too.
It's 4 cards. It's not 5 cards. The cards aren't even that good.
Nope.
The art is very nice. I like the art.
I do like the art. I was really disappointed that the cards are so.
Well, you can
junk
get the
in both of
non-foils
them.
still available for 30, that's the
I
regular
mean,
price.
but I don't like any of the cards. I mean, the
Yeah.
Sika's Chariot is decent.
Nah.
Secret Rendezvous is a really crappy common that I play in like a politics deck, and that's it. Serenity, I don't play that card anymore. That's an enchantment artifact board wipe. And then Realms Uncharted is
Search your library for
okay.
4
Yeah,
lands
4
with
lands.
different
But you
names.
put them in your hand. Put them in your
An
hand.
opponent
Or
chooses
hand or
2.
graveyard.
Opponent chooses
Okay.
2. You put 2 into your hand and the rest in your grave.
That goes into very specific landfall decks, and I don't have that kind of deck.
But the art is amazing.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I can 100% agree with that. I really do like the art. It's very it kind of reminds me of Studio Ghibli and
Yes,
art and,
yes,
which
which is
like
beautiful.
Totoro.
But
Yeah.
and okay, fair price for the non-foils. Keeping it at 30, but $60. And look, the
Yeah.
non-foil is low stock because people are buying it.
Yeah.
I think if this was at 40, like they normally are, this probably would have been sold out already. But I did not buy any of this. I'm not a big. So for me, I think if it was for me to play with, I typically would just buy the non-foils. But if I'm buying Secret Lairs to sell, I would focus on the foils. They sell better, but unless the foil is like 60, double the price of the non-foil, I'm not touching that. And if the cards suck.
Yeah.
Even if the art is great, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Just not good enough.
I was disappointed with this entire Secret Lair drop. There's nothing I wanted in it. Some of it I didn't like any of the art, and I didn't like any of the cards that they picked. The big one was I can't even remember the name of it, but they put Concordant Crossroads in one of them. It's and I'll see. I'll show you.
You talking about the new one?
Scroll down to it. Yeah, it's in this one. But yeah, what are this one? This
Yes.
one. All the notes, all the cards, excuse me, in this one are not that great, except the Concordant Crossroads, which is like a $20 card ish, because it's this old like Homelands card that gives
Legends.
all creatures haste. Legends. Okay, there you
I
go.
think.
Even.
What do you
but,
think
yeah.
about the art?
I think the art's kind of cool, but I don't like the cards are junk.
Yeah, I mean, I think all.
I really do kind of like I really do kind of like the cards, but the art, but I'm not gonna play any of those. I'm not even gonna play Concordant Crossroads.
I didn't know this, but KEXP I apparently is like an actual Seattle radio station, and they're actually hosting a game or something.
Good. Oh, for this?
Maybe, or tying it into this
Interesting.
somehow. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a real radio station in Seattle. So if you're a big fan of Seattle or the radio station, or you live in the area, this is probably gonna be really cool for you.
That's true.
Okay, well, there's that. The cards suck. Okay,
Yeah.
but 30, 40, and then they have the lands, which is also
And like again,
KEXP.
these art. I actually dig the art on these, but I'm not paying
But you're a
$30 for some
musician.
for some
You're a
land.
musician.
Yeah,
Look at all the
exactly.
guitars in your background. There are
I know.
also
Yeah,
guitars in these pictures. Why are you not
I
buying this?
I I like that because I don't want to pay $30 for a set of land. That's why.
Excuse me, two of each
With it work.
basic land.
Oh gosh, but that's why. I mean, yeah, this art on some lands has to really speak to me
And this is not
if
it.
I'm gonna
This is not
pay.
really speaking to
No,
you. No.
no, no.
Do you prefer these or the Dragon Eye lands from Tarkir Dragonstorm?
I like these a little
You
bit
like these
better
better?
than this.
Okay. Well, you know those
Yeah,
Dragon Eye lands are not that expensive. Probably like $5 or something. Let me look.
yeah. I mean, aren't they? They're a little bit more than the average full art lands that have been happening lately, though,
Yeah,
aren't
yeah,
they?
because you can only get them in collector boxes.
Oh, okay, no wonder. And because a lot of people want to soup up their dragon decks with those lands.
Yeah, I mean they look pretty. Some of them look pretty cool. I just want to see how much they're going for. Okay,
Yeah,
so the
yeah, yeah.
red one is
They're cool.
it's gone up in price. So the red one is currently sitting at what is it, $8 ish, $8 $9 for the red one non foil. Dude, the foil ones must
They
be
are
so
cool.
expensive. Hold on, let's see what.
I got two dragon decks. If cost were no issue, I'd love to slot like nothing but those into my decks, but I'm not doing it for $7 a land.
Foils are
I
going for
couldn't I
14.
yeah. I couldn't even bring myself to totally snowland a deck when it would have helped
What are those
me
like two
because I didn't
bucks?
want to pay. Yeah, it was like $2, and I wouldn't even want to do that.
Yeah. So anyway, the island's only like $4. So it's the red is the most
Okay,
popular.
that makes sense.
Draco. Oh, you know Draco Genesis. I don't know if we talked about
Uh-huh.
this, but I figured out
Gone up or down?
why it could be better than Omniscience
Um, why?
because it
Or two,
lets
what,
you
2 bucks to cast?
cast the dragons for free. Omniscience you have to play it or from your hand or something. So you could cast them from your graveyard. Oh, it lets you cast your commander for free always. Because look at Draco, it
Oh,
says
oh,
you may
what?
cast dragon spells without paying them out. And I think Omniscience is you
Oh,
play them from your
so
hand or cast them from your hand or something.
and oh, that is interesting. Oh yeah, so yeah, you can cast your
For free
commander.
always, no
That's
matter what with the text.
that's that's automatically broken with your boy Prosh because you can he sack himself with his ability or no?
I don't know, but there's other ways to sack.
Well, either way, that plus Prosh plus an Altar of Dementia means you win
Wait a
because
minute.
you can deck
Wait a
everybody.
minute. Is that true? Is this accurate? So
Oh, but you know what? Maybe you have to still pay the tax. Maybe you still have to pay
I
the
don't
tax
know.
on the
Someone
commander.
look up the rules on that because yeah, someone look up the rules. I'm not a rule expert. Like that sounds too broken.
But either way, I mean, still, even getting to not have to pay the casting cost on your commander when that happens is good. It's just not going to be an instant combo. Uh,
Well,
and
you have a sack outlet, so you
uh,
just sack, get whatever benefit, cast it, sack, and you can do it infinite times.
well, if you don't have to
Yeah,
pay the
right, right.
tax,
Wait, yeah, it just sounds too
yeah, yeah,
broken
yeah.
if you don't have to pay
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tax.
Well, 'cause, I mean, there is you know about the food chain
Yeah,
combo
yeah,
with
yeah, I
him,
do.
right?
Yeah.
That yeah, okay, yeah. But the other thing, if a dragon has flashback, you could probably still cast it. Because flashback, I don't think is considered an ability; it's considered casting it from the graveyard. So you could probably flashback a dragon card if there are any. A dragon with escape, maybe a dragon
Or
with escape.
graveyard, right? So like if there's like any card that lets you cast creatures from your graveyard.
Yeah, then there's a lizard Vishano. There's a Rakdos dragon commander that lets you cast dragons from your graveyard.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's why Draco Genesis is playable, I guess, usable. All right,
that's
back to
interesting.
Secret Lair. Yeah, let me know if you think of anything. I'm sure it's already been thought about, so you're already too late. All right, moving on. Bob's Burger artist, Jay Howell.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
What do you think about this one? So this
I
is
mean,
a Marchesa deck. So these cards are for Marchesa, the Black Rose, the blue,
oh,
the
okay,
Grixis
gotcha.
one. So
Hmm.
they're giving you Age of Treachery, Priest of Forgotten Gods, Treasonous Ogre, Uncivil Unrest, and then Marchesa herself.
Yes. I love the art. I actually loved the art, but the only I play Marchesa
You played
and Treasonous
this
Ogre.
Marchesa?
Yeah. No, I don't play that Marchesa. But I mean, like, oh, sorry, like, yes, like not that art, but yes, I
Like
play that
because there's
Marchesa.
like three of them,
That
right?
that I played that. I played that Marchesa.
Oh, okay.
Yes. She's in my party deck. She's a wizard. But
Oh, this is a cleric, a
and
rogue, a cleric rogue.
oh yeah, and I play treasonous ogre in my one like
Oh,
rank
you're
4
Neheb.
my mono red
You're
deck.
Neheb
The
deck.
heb in my Neheb deck because
Well,
that's
don't you want to
he's
get
a
this
very
one in there? This treasonous ogre.
I again I would not play priest of the Forgotten Gods is a good
It's a
card.
good card, yeah.
I have maybe one deck that could go in. I probably wouldn't play Agent of Treachery in anything.
This card is so broken though. Agent Treachery.
It is, yeah. I remember when it was in standard and it was in every
You just
game
cheat it
ever.
out and then it just does it. It's a rogue too.
Yeah, I don't think I have any. I don't think he'd go good in my commander
Well,
in my
no,
party
you
deck.
could replace. You could probably just pick up the singles for, not
That's true.
expensive at all, and just replace
Yeah,
it.
I mean, but because I maybe like again, this is what I end up thinking about with the secret lair. The most recent ones I bought was the Hot Wheel one. Oh, so I bought the Deadpool. I bought the Deadpool one.
Yes.
I'm using every single one of those cards.
So your criteria is you must use every single card,
I can maybe
if the art is
there's
so
one,
incredible.
if the art's super incredible, or and even if it's art's incredible, I need to be able to use like all but one of the cards. I have to have a home for almost all.
So did
all
you
of them.
put Deadpool cards? in
Oh,
as
you
well?
know what? That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I bought Monty
No,
Python.
well, okay,
When I
or
bought
the
Monty
IP
Python-
is so good.
yeah. So, but on Monty Python, I'm just using the Birds of Paradise.
Now
Right
you
now.
mean
I
are
am
you
not
using the
any of
African
other
swallow
cards.
or the European swallow?
Oh, the blue one. Whichever one was blue. like whichever bird was blue.
I don't know. I don't know.
Uh,
It's
but
not about
yeah,
the way it grips it.
it's about weight ratio.
All right, here we go. Now to the big hitters. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I've seen this one.
What-
And it's all about. It's about
What do you think about the art, first of all?
Red deck win. I don't like the art.
What? This is incredible. Like, it is the epitome of burn, dude. Look at this. I feel like I'm on fire. Like, I feel the flames when I'm looking at this art.
I like let's see, Riftbolt. I only like the Dragon Channeler, the Dragon Rage Channeler. The
Dude,
rest
the
of
Dragon
them
Rage
are
Chandler
whatever.
is sick. I mean, Chain Lightning is awesome.
The Chain Lightning, that doesn't even look like lightning. It looks like fire. Like it's supposed to be a
No,
freaking
I mean,
lightning
you see
bolt.
the bolt. You see the electricity popping out on this guy's chest.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. The theme though,
lightning-
the art direction is a lot of red and yellow and orange.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No. There's unity amongst the cards.
I
for
like
Sure.
how you can see through, like, the text box is opaque.
Oh,
You can see through
yeah.
that. I love
Yeah, I
that.
see.
I love that. Like, I mean, these two, but I don't know. Just the other ones pop way more. Like, it's way more visible.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you're
Dude, the
saying.
Dragon's Raised Challenger is awesome. Like, look at this dragon hand right here.
hmm
They need like a textless version of this art. Oh my god, dude, I want this art like on like a poster or something. I want to put it up in my room.
Oh, yeah. It is my favorite of the bunch for sure.
But
The-
how about
but
the
yeah.
raised foil version? Look at this, $100.
Wow. What's the difference about this foiling process
Okay,
versus the other?
I
like the normal one?
actually don't know because I personally have never seen or touched or felt raised foil. But my understanding is that it is raised, so like
So-
when you touch it, you can feel certain parts that
there.
are like kind of popped out.
I see. I gotcha.
I don't know what parts.
And
Though.
you can see on these two, like the picture is in front of some of the text box too, which is
It's
interesting. Like on the
also
top.
oh shit, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
the wing of this,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
the hair. Maybe that part's raised.
Or the lightning bolt, and the lightning bolt's going over the text box. And
Yeah,
stuff.
so I think that must be the part that's because if we look at the original one, the hair goes behind.
Yeah.
This thing goes behind the wing. Yeah, so that part's probably the raised portion. And so you
Mm-hmm.
can probably like feel, which is awesome because I was worried that like the only raised part was like the border of the text box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think the color looks a little brighter. It just
Yeah.
like pops out even more. Like I'm definitely getting one of these raised because it's gonna be freaking amazing.
Are you opening it or just keeping it?
It will depend on what the resale value is. Certainly,
Yeah, yeah.
if I pay 110 with tax for it and I could sell it for, I don't know, like $200, I'd probably just resell it.
Mm.
But if it's going for it's close to what I bought it for, I'll just open it. But the thing is, I don't use any
Yeah,
of these cards. So if I were gonna open it,
that's the thing.
I'm just gonna
Right.
display it, the art. Maybe like
Yeah,
buy like a
yeah.
little frame, with
Hmm.
like little pockets, like magic card size little, and then just put all 5 of them in there, something like that, and
Yeah,
put
yeah,
up
yeah.
on my wall. Although
Yep, yep.
I would prefer to just get a poster with this art.
True. Interesting.
Yeah, this might be one of my new favorite art. My previous most favorite artwork from a Magic card was War Leader's
Mhm.
Call from
Okay,
Karlov
yeah.
Manor.
What was that? With Aurelia doing that? Yeah,
Yeah, dude. I really want a poster of that one as well. Damn, look at that. Look how beautiful that is.
yeah.
I actually have the art card, but it's small. I want like a big.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to blow it up. That looks so cool.
It's a
And you
good,
know what?
good,
It kind of looks like all
good.
of these cards,
Hmm.
like the color
I can
scheme.
see that. Yeah, yeah. Is it the same artist as any of them?
This
What's the
is
artist?
Aldo Dominguez,
Aldo.
and these
Oh wait,
I know.
I thought I saw his name a second ago.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, all right. So yes. So raise for $100, and then they're just following the regular price 30 and 40. Are you picking up this?
No. I told you it comes down to me playing the cards. So, but and the exception I can think of was Monty Python. And you know what? I actually have a home for maybe like 2 more of them. I just haven't gotten
How
around to
about Deadpool? Are
it.
you playing all the cards in Deadpool?
I'm playing all of those cards
Nice.
in one
Oh,
deck to
that's
keep them.
incredible.
Yeah, yeah. So they're all going in the Blim deck.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a silly deck anyway. So Deadpool kind of fits in there too.
Did you open it? What special did you get? The harmless offering?
I
Blacker?
got Harmless Offering, which goes in the Blim deck
Awesome,
too.
awesome. You didn't get Blacker
I didn't
Lotus.
get Black Lotus. Did you get Black Lotus,
I
or you
have
didn't
not
open?
opened mine yet, but
Oh,
I
okay.
will likely open one. My plan is I'm gonna open one of those. I'm gonna open one of each of my SpongeBob ones,
I
and I
see.
really want that counterspell with the uppercase lowercase spelling. Okay, what about this one? Vroom. What do you think about the art,
No,
and what do you think about the cards?
I really do not like the art on
Yeah,
this
it's
one
not
at
as
all.
good as the other one, certainly. Underworld Breach just got banned in Modern.
Oh yeah, and I do play Underworld Beach, but I have one already. And if you know, that's another thing that's another selling point for me on some of these too, is that they're reprinting a card where one of the cards is worth practically as much as the layer. It's like, why not just get the
Well, did
layer
you
then?
get the Jesper
Uh,
Esching one, the one with deflecting SWAT?
yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why, and that's what, like, I'm playing several of the cards in there too, but it was like, oh, they have a deflecting spot. I want a deflecting spot. It's worth pretty much as the entire layer. Just get it.
Yeah.
And I like the art. I like the art on top of all of that too. So there you go.
So this one, I can't tell the difference between the raised foil by these pictures because I don't see like overlapping text or anything like that. The art definitely is not, to me, art, which is, art is subjective, but
Subjective.
to me is not better than the other one. The cards also like, I mean, Monastery Swiss Spear is played a lot.
Hmm. So Soulscar Mage can be Lava Dart. I think is like a popper card. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I don't
And
know.
Underworld
Not
Mage.
this one. I'm not as into. So there it is on that one, and that's it. Oh yes, and then the last thing we gotta look at. Okay, so you're not buying any of these.
No.
All right.
No,
Last
no.
thing we're looking at is the
All right,
commander.
and you're just buying the raised foil one. Or are you buying the Bosberger one?
I want to get the Bosberger one too. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's look at the secret lair. Everyone's invited commander deck for our last topic. So this is the Changeling secret. The Morophon
I haven't seen
commander.
this one.
He or it.
Oh,
They
okay.
are the commander.
Yes.
What
Gotcha.
do you think about the art? And so okay, so let me tell you a little
Actually,
bit.
cool. I like that better than the normal
Yes.
one, to be honest.
Let me tell you a little bit about so I think that what they're doing with this this commander deck is kind of like the 20 ways to win one, where it's like, I don't know, like 10 cards have like special art and then the rest is just like normal. This secret lair is, they've raised the price yet again. It is now $200.
200. Okay.
And it does come with that dog commander thing. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, look at this one. Masculine
Oh,
Nexus looks pretty sick.
oh, what you mean, Ren and Siri?
Yes, they just threw it in there.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I mean, it's probably kind of like 20 ways to win, where so they like, that's got a million different ways to win. This is just many different tribal types that all work because there's a lot of teams in the deck, kind of
maybe.
thing, right? But going back up there, by the way, the Raise the Palisades, when we were looking at that Lord of the Rings gift bundle, that's the card in the one you were doing. Choose a creature type, return all creatures that aren't the chosen type to their owner's hand. So that's a popular commander card because it can basically be like a Cyclonic Rift.
Right. And then in this deck where everything, you just choose something super obscure like ant or something, right? Like snail, and nobody plays snails or whatever, and then so because of that, all your creatures stay and all their creatures are gone.
Exactly.
What do you think about the art?
I actually like
it. Kind of looks 3D.
I have a Morathon that
No, I'm talking about the Raise the Palisades art.
Oh, sorry, but I was sorry. I was just gonna talk in general about the layer. But yeah, I do like I like both arts a lot. I like the Raise the Palisades got a dragon on it. That's cool too.
And just like that, the vibe went from keep out to cook out. This one's pretty cool. I like this. You always I always like the anime waifu cards. But yeah, so this Masquerade Nexus. I like colorful cards. And so this one's really colorful.
This one, it's fun. And all I'll say is I have one of these, and it's just always it's a little too mana intensive, and it always ends up creeping its way out of the deck that it could be good in because it's just too slow in Commander. And definitely, I mean, it's not even in Standard or anything. So basically, it is a Commander card, right? Yeah.
Coat of Arms.
Yeah. And that is a headache of a card to play in Commander.
We love all shapes and sizes. The weirder, the better.
Very good card, though. But you could accidentally make everybody else's board really big, too.
Yeah, but I like this art. Wait, so how does this work for Changeling, though? It has every creature type.
So your creatures are going to get bigger for every other creature on the board.
Oh, even the opponents.
Yeah, everything. That's crazy. Yeah, but it also means that all of your opponent's creatures are
they're not going to get bigger than yours.
Yeah, they're not. But for every changeling you have, all your opponent's creatures are going to get that much bigger.
True.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. You have a big board, you play this, all your guys get like +10, you just win the game, something like that.
Yeah, so it's really good, but that's a lot of math. That's all I'm saying.
And then they have tokens. People are really into the tokens, but I'm just like, whatever. Like they have different creatures in them.
Is there a black market connections in this? Because that makes changeling tokens. That deserves to be in here.
Well, let's see the card list. Tell me if you notice anything good in here.
Bitter Blossom.
Bitter Blossom.
Look at the art on.
Well, we don't know if this is gonna be the art. I think they just kind of put like a placeholder art. That art looks sick though.
Let's see, Nest Tender, Magda.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the art. It could be. That would be awesome.
There's some cool cards in here.
You know what? This is probably the art. This is probably the art.
Gotcha.
Look at that. Look at the Taurine Mauler. He's a DJ.
Yeah. I know the normal one. He's just a big bull, right? I like that they have there's a lot of changeling, like kindred changeling spells. Shields of Velis Veil, Crib Swap. They're playing a lot of my party cards because that works really great in this deck, and Magda's awesome in this deck. It's a very clever deck. I really like that aspect of
Bruce
it.
Taro, the Ox.
Yep.
Because it's all your Ox have double strike, so all your creatures, or not all, but many of your creatures get double strike.
Gotcha.
Slivers have flying and haste.
Ren Siri, Sophia. Sophia Dogged Detective. That's the Scooby Doo card. But they couldn't get the right. Everybody says it's basically Scooby-Doo.
We're hitting 2:30. Do you need a?
Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, the deck looks cool. Are you buying it? $200. I already know the answer to that. You don't need to answer that.
Yeah. I'm looking at this card list though. It's the fact that I like the deck. I'm gonna give it a good look over, but I'm probably
Black Market Connections. There it is.
There you go. That so yeah. I wonder what
And the lands, nothing good, right? Fable Passage,
Mutavault I think's
Mutavault,
probably gone back up in price. Yeah.
and because that's all creature type.
The world tree is always good. I think could use as many reprints as possible. It can basically go in any deck with green in it. Yeah, that one's interesting. I don't know how much of the value is there, but it's a very clever and interesting deck. But you know what? I actually have quite a lot of those cards, including the Morathon
So
in
just
my own
copy it and
collection.
then buy the
If
singles.
anything out, yeah, maybe I'll just make it myself because it's pretty
Yeah.
clever.
All right. All right. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Jared, and we'll see you next week.